what people did and what people did not do as a justification for why you will not be able to strike destiny bullseye. It's true that if they had sent you to a better primary school or secondary school or whatever it is true that your life could have been a lot easier than it is right now. It is true that if your parents were united in the way that they brought you up, if they were dogged in their pursuit of God, that would have left you a positive heritage in grace. It is true. It is true that if your parents were ardent seekers of God, you would have entered into an inheritance in the oil that would have lubricated the beginnings of your life and the trajectory of your progression. It is true. But can I announce to you tonight, when you come to follow Jesus, Jesus promises you possibilities. Jesus necessarily does not promise you ease. With God, all things are possible. Not necessarily easy, but they are possible. It will be harder for some of us than for some others. It will be easier for some of us than for some others, but it can be possible for all of us. Are you with me? Are you with me? When you went to school, you know, maybe secondary school, university, whatever it is, you knew that everybody in your class, you were not all in the same level, you know, economically, socially, that kind of thing. There were big boys in your class, there were big girls in your class, there were, you know, small boys in your class. They were not small by reason of age, but you know what I mean, they were small. There were those that didn't really matter that much, and then there were the happening people. There were those whose parents were very wealthy, at least relative to everybody else in the class, and there were those whose parents were always defaulting in payment of school fees. Isn't it? You were all classmates, but there were levels, right? There were levels, even though you were in the same class. There were levels. And listen to me, because of diversities of background and all of that, those kinds of things, it's okay, they are possible, it happens. But while it may have been easier for some persons to go through school like you went through, because everything they needed was